There's a sail on the flat. Sail on the flat.
That's a pair of slammers, boys.
Nice fish.
Reeling in the Keys with Count.
It's wintertime sail fishing here on Reeling in the Keys. You wouldn't guess it, although we kind of look like it, but it's warm today. Winds are going, not exactly what we call conducive winds, but first let me introduce the people we're going out with. First, guest of honor, Captain Dave Shugart with Sweet Enough Charters, and my buddy, Captain Matt Bellinger out of Almirada. Got a little news coming in the next show or two, and that's the reason you'll see Matt pop up every once in a while. But Dave, first, very quickly, give me a little forecast for sail fishing today.
Well, we're gonna have 15 knot winds out of the southeast, which is gonna probably push a lot more dolphin, which is gonna be a lot more dolphin action, and hopefully we'll get a lot of sailfish action, what we're looking for.
So we get to go out with Captain Dave Shugart today, so come aboard. You get to ride along, as always.
Well, we're just getting the anchor set. We're going to try and get some ballyhoo. The conditions aren't the greatest. With this real murky water, the ballyhoo tend to stay down deeper and stay off the edge of the shallow spots. But we're going to try and give it all we got here and try and get this spot. The first spot was chocolate milk, so this spot is a lot better, even though it is still a little bit milky. Nice. I'm just cutting up some little pieces of fish here to blend in with the chum for the ballyhoo. So we're going to just do some small little pieces right here. The ballyhoo are normally vegetarians, but they are opportunistic eaters, so they will eat little bits of fish, shrimp, squid. Today we're using a little bit of fish, just a little bit of the soft meat, something that they can mush in their mouth. Okay, I'll just cut it off, throw it in the water.
Yeah, well, I got it in the well. It's just the basic, very unintelligent question. What made you want to give all that money up in the real world and become a fisherman?
Well, I didn't have any money. There was nothing to give up.
Oh, it's an easy choice then. Well, how about this? Start with who your mentors are down here, because
my mentors were Teddy Esposito, who used to own the Something Special, and he is just guiding now. He sold his business, so and I did learn a lot from filling in with Roy Limbeck on the Tiki out of Blue Cove as well.
Sure, big name.
And I learned a lot from Captain Bouncer Smith in Miami.
Boy, that's a big name. Big name.
I was a lucky individual. My father had enough cash when we came down on vacations to go out with Captain Bouncer Smith, and he taught me a lot every time I went out there. He didn't realize I was taking notes.
Gonna put him out of business, see?
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
I tell you, you've made a great name for yourself, but especially on the deep drop side, the queen snapper and some of the great fish you're getting, is that a new passion of yours?
Yeah, well, deep dropping I've been doing since I was about 16 years old, and we used to hand crank it. Just recently did I start doing the electric dropping out in the really deep water, 1,500, 1,000, 2,000 feet. But it is one of my passions.
Hooked up.
Hooked up.
Get him.
See if I can clear him out flying.
Way back there, huh?
There we go.
Oh, nice. Think out for the reservoir back there. Save the liver. Nice.
So we could do it Ron Hamilton style if we have to.
Now, what's Ron Hamilton style? Just
you take
slow
one of those. Here, I'll show you what it looks
That's
like.
Stuart, Florida, right there, fishing dead baits.
Yeah, sometimes when the bait gets difficult to catch, we can drag dead baits, and what this is a deep bone ballyhoo with a chin weight. We use a half ounce, and Ron Hamilton. This is the way Ron Hamilton in Guatemala come up with this idea. He's one of the captains who's caught the most sailfish in the world. Usually I rig them up like this for his teasers, but when sometimes it gets real difficult to catch live bait,
Right.
we can dead bait sailfish as well, like we used to do back here in the 70s.
Sure. And really quickly, brining with the salt, the kosher salt, what does that actually do? Toughening it up?
Yeah, well, these were frozen ballyhoo that we had froze up a month or so ago, and after we rigged them up, I threw some salt in there to kind of stiffen them back up again. They're going to be really limber once they get in the water because they don't have a backbone anymore. I removed it.
Last one, so they were here. I landed in the middle.
Get the ballyhoo in close enough, might be able to get a throw on them. They're hanging back a little far, but I think they're going to get a little stupider here. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a cast net on them.
Stay tuned. More reeling in the keys with what was it? Yeah.
Again, explain to me, we're slow trolling, the live ballyhoo, a billfish comes up or a sailfish comes up, knocks it out, just kind of free spool it?
Well, what's going to happen is sailfish is going to come up, and you're going to look back there, and before it even knocks it out of the rigger or pops the wire off the reel, you're going to see that ballyhoo start jumping up and trying to get away. When that happens, what you want to do is just freeze for a second and just wait till the sailfish grabs a rod, okay? Because you may think that he grabs one rod when he actually grabs another rod, and if you already have a rod in your hand, you know, what you want to do is just freeze and just wait for him to eat. Once he eats, pick up the rod that he ate, and I want you to just feed it to him, and it's going to come off on the standard speed with him swimming away from the boat. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to count to about 7 Mississippi, and what you can do is lock it up and reel. You don't want to set the hook because we use circle hooks for billfish.
I only have 5 fingers on one hand. One hand's busy, so how can I count to 7?
You'll think of something, I'm sure, Cal. All of a sudden, the fish decides to take off, and he's just screaming line off the reel. He felt the hook. Okay, go ahead and lock it up and start reeling on him. A lot of times that'll happen with these really sharp circle hooks. They'll actually, when they close down on it, or when they're grabbing hold of the ballyhoo,
Sure.
they actually sink that hook into their mouth sometimes.
Nice. No hook set at all with a circle hook.
No hook set, just reel until the fish starts screaming some line off, and just do your thing. Just hang on, and we'll start clearing some lines. A little salty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, right now I'm just rigging up a fresh daisy chain for a teaser. I rigged up some deboned ballyhoo with some chin weights. We're going to stick it on a rod and stick it out behind the back of the boat and make it look like we got more fish in our school behind the boat. And I rig them with this lead under the chin so the fish actually stay upright instead of spinning around. If you don't put a lead under the chin, they will spin. And using a lead, they tend not to spin and stay upright most of the time. And this is the only good use for these cheap freshwater snap swivels that I'm using right here, because they don't have a little crook on the end. And what I'm able to do is, if you can see that, I've got a little X right there. I can take this and slide it right up underneath and then snap it in. That makes it really good for a teaser. Now these are all deboned ballyhoos that I salted up the night before so they get nice and firm. I think you can see those baits back there, how they stay straight up. Don't really see them spin all too much. They keep their dark backs up and the silver bottom, and the silver's down to the bottom. They're a little stiff right now, but from the salt. But as they sit in the water, they'll get really fluid.
All right, one of our favorite things we've done here on the TV show for years is fish stories, and it's a terrible thing is you come up with some great stories that's happened to you and then you forget them when the camera's on. But tell that story of you underneath the Vaca Bridge fishing for snook one night.
Well, we were fishing under the Vaca Bridge for snook, using dark rapalas and pitching them in the reef in a shallow line. And we were catching tarpon all night, no snook. But my buddy catches a tarpon and it jumps into the boat. Now mind you that we're in a 13-foot Boston whaler, and I'm a 300-pound man in the front of this little boat with a 60-pound or a 50-pound tarpon just beating my legs silly with his tail. He eventually jumps back over the side of the boat and makes a quick turn around the engines before he gets eaten by a big bull shark around 10 feet long. Just thinking about getting knocked into the water, I would have been that tarpon. I have a lot of respect at Vaca Bridge, and I plan on fishing that bridge with a larger boat next time. There's a sail on the flat. Sail on the flat. There's two back there. Two back there. Grab that other rod. Okay, Matt, go ahead and reel on. You can get that one. Matt, come over here. I think he's on this one. Put down the rod holder. Grab this. Look at him jumping out there. Oh, no, over here, Matt. Grab that one, just start whining on it. Nice fish. There you go, double. Okay, you guys gotta come together. We gotta figure out who's over who. There you go, now you're clear. Let me get this speaker in. Andy, take this up. Matt, slide up to the bow a little bit. There you go. Oh, nice. There we go. Going up for a jump. There he is out there. Cal, I want you to loosen the drag a little bit, okay?
All right.
When we loosen the drag, the reason we do this is so the fish has less pressure and he'll come up and come up to the surface because he went down on you. So we want him to come back up to the surface. We want you to back that drag off a little bit. There he comes. Now you can tighten it up just a tad. Now he's back up.
So in other words, the less drag you get, he's not going to want to pull apart.
Right, if you get a fish that decides that he wants to go way down deep, what you want to do is loosen the drag up and pray you got enough line. With these fin oars, it's great because I got 400 yards of 20-pound test on it.
Well, we were about 1/3 of full by the time we finally decided to move up on it. So thank God for all of it. 5-foot speed, short choppy weight.
Kyle, when the leader comes up, I want you to take a couple steps backwards so Andy can get to the leader. But always be prepared to get ready to get back on the fish again. Don't touch the bimini, just touch the leader. Make it a legal catch.
I'm going to come down one more time.
There you go. If he wants to go, just let him go. Look at that color on that fish. Oh, he just came free. That's beautiful. All right, well, let's go ahead and get set.
Woo, Dave, Captain Dave. Very good. Put us on the double header.
All right, let's get set back up. Sail on the flat. Sail on the flat. Somebody grab that flat rod. Pick up the right rigger. Somebody get that one. Go ahead, wind on it, Matt. No, don't. Oh, okay. Just wind. Shit, we got a frigate bird. This one's for Cal.
Here, Andy, come
Is he off?
Let's freeze full in case he comes up.
There you go. Cal, let me have that rod. Pull in the flat rod. Give me that rod and give me the pull in the flat line. Andy, bring that in. And go pull that other flat line in.
Oh, man, he's way up there. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh!
Keep winding, Matt. Keep winding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dad, I don't think he likes that. Dad, this works.
There he is over there.
Woo!
Drop your rock up a little bit so Andy gets leading. Hey, there's your first catch of sailfish. Let's try and build this one, Andy.
Yep.
You break off?
All right. The healthy way to do it.
Yeah.
Dave.
Hey.
The healthy way to do it.
Thanks, man. Hey.
All right.
Congratulations on your first
Thank you, man.
first catch of a sailfish.
Yeah, well, you're busy. Hey, by the way. Oh. All right. There he is.
No, let him have it. Let him have it. Open your belt. Hold on your tip wrap. This way.
Get this one. Get this one. I got
There's another one right here.
He's got this one over here.
He's gonna probably hit the next left flat or the left rigger. We got one hooked up. Oh, maybe not.
That's a 40-pound if I ever saw one. If I never saw one. Big wave, guys. Big wave. Nice job.
Got him right in the belly.
Nice job. Don't ruin the meat. Hey, do you like my fun?
Gonna do this guy a little favor here. One hook.
That's my problem. I want to throw that out.
There's another hook. Looks like one of my hooks. There's our hook. Goodbye, shark.
There's a place out on the ocean, ain't on a map anywhere. The captain's looking at the water, he knows exactly where to steer. No internet or Wi-Fi towers, all that stress is gone. The line's just went in the water and somebody else fish on. And it's just another day, reeling in the keys. We got that fishing feeling, there's no place we'd rather be. We're a million miles from nowhere, but we ain't lost at sea. Just living life, living the dream, reeling in the keys.